The diagonal rib stitch pattern. Hi guys, I'm Kristen and welcome to Studio Knit. You can see how our rib pattern diagonally goes up our work, but the piece lies really nice and flat. It's stretchy, but it holds its shape really great. This 8-row repeat, it's easy level, perfect for everybody who's completed my absolute beginner knitting series because we are just using knits and purls. And you can see that this is a reversible pattern because the front, the right side of our work looks identical on the back, the wrong side of our work. So this would be great for things like scarves or blankets. The 2x2 rib stitch goes straight up, but our diagonal rib, it's similar, just every 2 rows, we're going to shift the stitches over to create that diagonal. For our materials, we are going to be using knitting needles and yarn. And then you'll want to have scissors and a little tapestry needle on hand. You can have any size yarn or knitting needles you'd like for the knit stitch patterns, and I will link to what I'm using in the description below. And if you like this pattern and what I do on my channel, please like it up, subscribe, it really helps me out. For the written pattern, you can head on over to my website. I have a link in the description below. The pattern is written out there for you, totally for free. I've also included a knitting chart, so if you'd like to start learning how to read charts, then these simple patterns are a great way to start doing that. This pattern is also included in my Knit Stitch pattern book, available for purchase over on Etsy. It's a downloadable PDF that you can print out. You also can have it saved on any mobile device or desktop as well. So let's knit it up. We begin with our beloved slip knot. We're casting on our stitches in multiples of 4. And so in my sample, I did 7 multiples of 4 for a total of 28 stitches. And rows 1 and 2 are exactly the same. It's knitting 2 stitches, and then it's purling 2 stitches. And those asterisks on either side, that means that you're repeating this stitch pattern, and it's all the way down the row. So you'll do this for both rows 1 and 2. Rows 3 and 8 are the same. So that is knitting 1 stitch and then purling 2 stitches, 1 and 2. And then you will be knitting 1 stitch. And the stitch pattern is 4 stitches, and you're repeating in between those asterisks. Now rows 4 and 7 are the same, and that begins by purling 1. Bring your yarn around to the back so that you can knit 2 stitches. And then you'll finish this little pattern with purl 1. All the way down the row. On rows 5 and 6, you begin by purling 2 stitches and then knitting 2 stitches, and again repeating this pattern between those asterisks all the way down the row. Right there. And that is your stitch pattern. Here's how our diagonal rib stitch looks after 8 rows, and then you just repeat those 8 rows until your piece is the length that you desire. This is the front, and let's take a look at the back, the wrong side of our work, and it also looks great. So this is a really nice reversible pattern. I hope you are inspired to knit up this diagonal rib stitch pattern. Please check out this video right here next. I think you'll really enjoy it. Of course, please make sure you are subscribed and like up this video. I will see you next time, guys. Bye!